The player kicked the ball. The first kick went off target. The second kick flew into the air. The third kick even hit a teammate. The man on the sidelines looked full of disappointment. No one knew. This team had not won a game in 6 years, and he was the coach of this football team. He earned a small salary every month. His car was so old he could only use the foot brake. His wife of 4 years had not gotten pregnant. Even the star player he had trained for 3 years left to join another team as a substitute. The new season had just started. The team suffered 3 losses in a row. He could not hold back his frustration. He shouted at the players, but no one paid attention. Continuous failures made him completely collapse. That day he sat in his office silently for a long time. On the way home he passed a classroom. He heard parents discussing firing him. What hurt him most was that his most trusted assistant was sitting there. At that moment he felt his life had fallen into darkness. He had given his all, but still could not win. Then an old professor came to him and shared a story. After listening he fell into deep thought. The next day, the coach brought the players to the field and had them do grueling crawls. But soon, the players collapsed from exhaustion. Seeing this, the coach did not get angry as usual. He called the team captain, put a headband over his eyes, and made him crawl on the ground. But the captain could only manage 30 meters. The coach told him to crawl 50 meters. The other players laughed. No one believed he could succeed. But the coach stayed beside him, encouraging him. The captain asked how much farther. The coach told him not to ask and to use all his strength to keep going. Gradually, the captain crawled farther. The teammates' expressions changed. They stood in shock because he had already reached 50 meters. But the coach stayed on the ground, continuing to push the captain to keep going. The captain gritted his teeth and moved bit by bit. Finally, he collapsed, completely exhausted. He gasped and said, "This should be 50 meters. I cannot move anymore." The coach walked over and removed the headband, telling him, "You crawled 100 meters." From that day on, the players on the team changed. They put away laziness and trained with full effort. Their eyes became determined and full of fighting spirit. They advanced all the way to the finals. The school gave the coach a raise and even gave him a new car. Soon, the day of the final arrived. This time they faced a giant team 3 times their size, facing a much stronger opponent. The players began to hesitate. The coach told them, "Do not be afraid of failure. Nothing is impossible in this world, as long as you use all your strength." The game started. They fell behind quickly, but no one gave up. The coach constantly adjusted the tactics. The players gave everything they had. Point by point they caught up. In the end, the victory was just 1 point away. The coach sent out the player who had missed 3 kicks. The player stood on the field, kicked the ball. The ball flew far enough and landed steadily in the goal. The crowd cheered for them. They won the final victory.